All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Tuesday night live stream on this kind of cold and snowy day here in Michigan. Let's go ahead and see who we've got in the chat tonight. 1 second. Looks like I think Smiley was first. Beto was second. Met Beto actually at the GCCA swap, so it was, or actually at the Live Bear meeting. Excuse me. So it was nice to meet you, Norberto. So definitely nice to meet you. Hope you are enjoying the guppies. Peplin Creek Aquatics, hashtag Eggwatch. Welcome. I've not had a chance to pop over there yet and take a look at that, but been meaning to. Got Davo, Zen Ginger's here. So got a pretty good crew in tonight. I think I got everybody who's in the chat. So yeah, so kind of do a recap here. It's been cold and snowy. I have to do a little repair on the barn probably in the next couple days. Hello, Monster Fish Gal. The thermostat on the heater broke for the barn. I think that happens with the moisture, humidity, whatever, from time to time. I looked on Amazon. The last time I bought one was 2021. So this one lasted quite a long time. So I'll have to go get one. I don't think I have one here. I have an extra heater here. I do not have an extra thermostat, so I'll have to go get one of those. I ordered one from Amazon, but it's not going to be here till Sunday, and I kind of want it a little sooner than that. We're supposed to get a pretty significant snowstorm tonight, so I might not go get it until Thursday. But that's on my list of things to do is go get a thermostat so I can fix the. I'll go ahead and fix that. So, not a big deal. The barn temperature is still kind of fine, even without it working. So, but would like it to be a little warmer in there. So, kind of got redundant systems going on because most of the tanks in the downstairs either have Gadeids in them or have heaters. Some have a little bit of both, like set at like 70 degrees or so. So, not too bad. And the upstairs is still pretty warm. There's a pretty large water volume in there too. So, I'm not too worried about it. But I do want to get it a little bit warmer in there. So I'll be doing that probably like Friday or this weekend. It's a pretty easy project. It's just a little simple electrical work, not anything earth-shattering. Just I'll have to find which breaker it is. I don't remember. I should, since I put it together, but I don't. So it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get into the weekend in Chicago. It was a lot of fun. So I actually was kind of interesting, and I tell this story in the video. When we're doing the when I started putting together the video, it's almost done actually. I've got a couple pieces of footage to put in it, but then it's about done. But yeah, I was gonna leave probably about noon on Saturday, spend the night in Chicago, and then go obviously go to the fish events, the GCCA swap and the Live Bear meeting. I was kind of flipping through Facebook, kind of morning of, kind of, eating my breakfast, whatever, and popped up one of the local guys in my club. I think I've talked about him before. He's kind of like my Breeders' Award Program nemesis. I call him that, even though, he's a good guy. He's a nice guy. We're kind of friendly competition, right? So, so anyway, he posted on Facebook. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have this, this, and this, and this for sale." And two of the things happened to be knife live bears, which Beto gave me one that he had an extra female, and he also had an extremely rare Xiphophorus, the Xiphophorus myri. So I'm pretty excited to, obviously I had to go to the auction. It was started at noon. Was there, like, beat the door down. Went. He saw me and he's just kind of like, "Come here." So I go over to his table, buy the two fish I'm looking for, and yeah, so that worked out well. So kind of took a opportunity there to kind of get those two fish since he advertised them. So I guess it does really pay if you're selling fish, especially stuff that's not very common, to go ahead and post in those groups if you're selling at a swap or something, because it really got got me going out there. So let me see who else we've got. Beto says it was nice to meet you too. The Guppies are excellent. Beto was fun. Okay. All right. Let me see. We got. I think that's everyone else that's posted in the chat. So yeah. So that was good. Went to Chicago. It was kind of a disaster. A little. Not the Chicago, the swap and stuff itself, but my packing was kind of a train wreck. So I kind of. I left and I had when you leave to go on like a trip and you're like I forgot something. Like I forgot something like kind of bad. So, hello A59108. If I should know who you are, I apologize. I really don't like the @ Unfortunately, I don't like the hashtags and the @ and everything like that. So, hello Fish Fam Link. So yeah, so it's base. But anyways, like I said, I kind of did this whole. I don't know. The packing was not the best. So, get to Chicago. Obviously left later than I thought I was because I had to go go to the Detroit fish swap first. So get to Chicago. Drive was fine. Not a lot of traffic. Didn't want to do a lot of it in the dark. But it was what it was. Got there and unpacked. I got some food. Kind of got the lay of the land, kind of found where breakfast was, things like that. It's been 2 or 3 years since, it's probably been about 3 or 4 years since I've been over there. So I kind of didn't remember the layout and everything, but, found found where, some decent breakfast was. It was Dunkin', which is fine. Got some dinner. So, went, watched the Big Ten championship game in the hotel room because I had really nothing else to do. And from there, really kind of went to get ready to go to bed, and realized I didn't pack my contact case. So I can sleep with my contact lenses in, but if I lose my contacts, like without an extra pair with me, which I didn't pack, like I said, was not the best packing job I've ever done. I can't see to drive. Like it's not gonna happen. So, we have to fly my wife to Chicago to drive me home. Is not gonna go very well. So, anyway, go out. It started snowing, so go out in the snow. Drive my van in the snow. It's not a big deal. Wasn't too heavy, but there was definitely roads were a little slippery. Drive through. The nearest, it was like 11 o'clock at night. And so the only CVS was open was like 10 miles, or not 10 miles, like 10 minutes away or so. So driving around, follow the directions on the GPS. And it's kind of weird in Chicago, like the main kind of like drag, like north, south, east, west roads are in Detroit anyway. Like those main drag north, south, east, west roads are generally like 45, 50 mile an hour speed limit. Chicago, they're not. So, anyway, so I'm driving, and I see a cop on the side, and kind of didn't pay much attention, and I see him pull out, and I look at my nav at the phone, or it's on the CarPlay, and speed limit's 35, and I was doing like 42, and I'm like, oh, yeah, so not great. So he pulls up behind me. I'm sure he ran my plate, out of state plate. So runs my plate. I pull over to I was in the left lane. I kind of pull over to the right lane, see if he follows me or not. Doesn't follow me. Kind of pulls on by and was like, lets me go. So thankfully, but I've had a ticket in a good while now, probably 6, 7, 8 years. So I was not looking forward to getting a ticket on the way to get contact lenses. So anyway, got the lens case, went back home, made sure to watch my speed a little bit better, and all was good. So anyways, get up the next morning. GCCA swap starts at 9 o'clock, or 9:30, excuse me. It was lined up probably about 50 to 60 people deep at 9:30. So big swap, big attendance, nice big hotel room. You'll see all that in the video. So with that, kind of, you know, went to the swap. Great fish there. Really nice selection of fish. You get discus. Someone had some stingrays. There was goldfish. Yeah, I think there was an arowana somewhere in there. Some more live bears. So I did pick up um, some nice, some more knife live bears. You'll see those. I've got now 11 in total. So I went from 0 to 11 in this period of 24 hours. So that went well. Um, Swap wise, I bought another goldfish too. We'll see him when we go outside tonight. God willing that the barn cam works. So got the goldfish. So that buy. Oh, and I bought a really cool pair of mollies that I'll show you um, when we go out there. They're called, and they have a super long name. They're chocolate, blue, green, metallic balloon mollies. So I got a pair of those. They were about $50 or so. Or not, yeah, they're $50 for the pair, so kind of pricey. But what are those ones that you see? And you're like, yeah, I gotta have those. So I have those. Show you those. Um, what else did I buy at the swap? I think that was kind of about it. Couple plants. Got both Bitus and Wisteria. Um, yeah, so there's just a ton of fish. Like Beto says in there, there's way more fish than posted on the site. Okay. Um, yeah, it's a really good swap. Um, so I don't know how many vendors there were. There's a couple empty tables. Chocolate, blue, green, metallic. Yes, Stephen, that's exactly what they were called. It's a there was a lot of name. There was a lot of name to them, and I made sure to write that name down because I may miss a color, in that string of colors. So I made sure to write down exactly what the colors were. 6 months from now, hey, those brown, green, orange mollies that I have. So they're pretty cool. Um, Let me see what else I buy. Well, I think that was kind of it for the swap. Like I said, there was some really nice discus that were there. Nice angelfish. There was a bunch of glow angels. In the video, you'll see. Um, yeah, Steve, that made me laugh. So just make sure I heard you right. LOL. That's a lot of things. Yes, there's a very long list. It's like John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt Molly. So yes, maybe that's what we should call it. The John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt Molly. So, um, yeah, so we'll go see him here in a minute. God, Barnacam still looks to be operational from here. I'm watching it on the live stream thing. So, yeah, the one thing with swaps, which is weird, at least for me, like I kind of go do my thing, and it usually takes 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then you're kind of done, right? It's not like an auction where you're sitting waiting for your bag to come up, the bags you want to buy, et cetera, et cetera. You're just kind of hanging out and waiting for the fish to come through, and um, kind of just doing your thing. So yeah, so I'm glad I had the room because I didn't have to check out till 12. So I kind of hung out up there for a while. I saw Whip. You guys are familiar with Whip's World. I think a lot of you are. Saw him there as well. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff. There was a Chicago plant group was there. They had a ton of plants on their table. There was a full 2 8-foot tables full of plants. So that was great too. So if you were looking for plants, there's plenty of that. It was literally everything. I think, our swaps like here are kind of the swap that's here. It's kind of small. And I think it's just kind of local guys bagging fish, which is fine. But I think if you go to that one, people kind of take it to another level. They've got like the sign, kind of like Primetime Aquatics. He wasn't there, But kind of like if you go to see Primetime Aquatics, he has the pipe and drape with the sign and all the stuff. There's quite a bit of that, which is kind of a different level than like even what I have, right? I mean, I printed out, when I did the one swap a couple of months ago, I did print out the little, like little plastic things with PayPal's and stuff. You could send me money, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it was really well done. Great time. Um, my only complaint was with the hotel is they didn't really do a great job of their parking lot. They did towards the end. They plowed it like towards the end because they got a good 4 inches of snow overnight, and even when I got there, like the parking spots weren't really plowed out. The around the perimeters and stuff and the open areas were plowed, but the spots like no one went through with like a shovel and dug them out, so they were kind of slushy and kind of not pleasant. But I mean, I'm being a little picky, but yeah, the swap was good. Then we went to the library meeting. Library meeting was good as well. If you watch the video, I did a very poor job of this. When I went to film Mike Hellwig's talk, like a little section, whatever reason, like I had turned the camera off, so I got like 2 seconds of Mike Hellwig's talk, and then like that was it. And so it's just literally like the part where I talk about the meeting in the video is literally like his picture standing up there. And then I went to the Chicago Library website when I talked about the auction. So kind of a not great thing. But kind of felt bad about that because I really wanted to get a piece of his talk. He talked about building a fish room, most of which, I mean, honestly, I kind of knew. But it was still good to see other people's takes on building a fish room. See people, see how people do it, different people using different things. In my tanks, I really want to go to Chicago events. They seem like they have cool stuff. Also, great killikeepers seem to be in the area. Yep. Did not see a lot of killifish, actually. That's the one I didn't see. I didn't go to every single table. I'd kind of picked out the ones I wanted. But tons of plecos there, too. They had a really nice catfish, and I brought this up on Steenfat's stream as well. They had the CW2 Haplosoma CW217, which was absolutely outstanding. It was a silent auction for them. They were $250 minimum. So I wonder if anyone bought those because those were outstanding. So I saw Ed was here. Welcome, Ed. I think you came in a little bit earlier. So I think that's a good segue, actually, because I think Ed might be very interested in this part of it. Let's get to the library auction. Like I said, his talk, Mike Hellwig's talk was really good. But then we go into the auction, and there was a ton of great fish. You know what I'm going to do? And I should have set this up before. Let me share my screen, and we'll do the screen share part of it, and I'll talk about what I did, because I think it's kind of an important thing to see. So we'll go to their site. We'll flip over to the screen share. All right, so flip over here, and then go here. All right, so hello, Dee Dee. By the way, I saw you came in as well. So so this is with a meeting. Mike Hellwig building a fish room, and then here's kind of the auction items. You've had some Zoo Geneticus tequila from Select Aquatics. I brought in 2 bags of fish, and I want to say thank you to Bob Sternfeld, who runs the Chicago Live Bear Association, because he traded me one of the fish that I was looking for, which is the Alodon Tamazule. I think you've seen them on the fish room tours before. I've only got like 3. I only have 3 males, and so that's what really made me want to go to this auction, because there's not any around me at all. I don't know anyone else who has them. I think Patrick Miller has them. I reached out to the SCAT program as well, But this is kind of what they had at the auction, and it was. And what I'll say is the prices were very, very good. They were not like I went to this in the past when it was the Chicago Live Bear Society, um, and it was kind of like the Live Bear auction where it was kind of spendy, but these fish all went for a pretty reasonable price. I think highest maybe was like $25 or so. So you got Zoogeneticus tequila. I brought the Eyes and Eye from Nayarit. I wanted to get these out to someone outside of Metro Detroit. I'm going to do that again, probably a couple of other times too, maybe this year. Um, I might take some maybe to Ohio, and then I maybe want to get some elsewhere too. I kind of want to systematically get them to some people who will conserve them, with kind of a conservation mindset, being like there's not many of them around. Um, so I brought the this Tower Eye version as well. Not a lot of people have this, and actually was pretty proud of this. Dr. John Lyons, who was there, the person who's the basically from the University of Wisconsin, who's kind of like part of the CARES program, very involved in the G'day Working Group, things like that. He actually bought those fish, something I'm pretty proud of. So I've now sold my fish into the um, call it into the scientific world. So got Chapeleuctes part that should be Pardalis. That's a pretty common one. It's a pretty easy one to keep. Best beginner G'day in my opinion. Basilia ori, mangrove molly. We'll see that actually in the fish game with Chelsea. So Iliodon whitey eye, one I maybe should have bought. Xiphophorus birchmani or birchmani, have that one. I bought that at the auction. This is another one that's pretty cool. Alatoka goslinii. One that if I had tank space, I would have bought as well. Like I would have come home with like 50 bags of fish. Xenophorus captivus from Blados. I have that already. That was the one I got earlier this year in at Swamis. So, and those have already dropped fry for me. I've got the Alodonychthes zenistus. That is a cool one too. That's a pretty rare one too. Another one I um, probably should have bought, but I didn't want to be like greedy. You know what I mean? You kind of want to leave some for others too. And then you have the Iliodon xanthusi, which is basically Furcidins. This is the Chicago morph from the Shed Aquarium, not the one that Greg Sage has. And then you got Limia melanogaster, which is one of my favorite Limia species. So, pretty cool group of fish. And like I said, the prices were good. I was very impressed, very happy with the prices. I thought I was going to come home with one or two things, and I came home with quite a bit. So, really nice. So, anybody thinks you didn't want to buy everything? I did, but I wanted to show some restraint because I don't have. I didn't have a ton of tank space left. So I didn't want to go like crazy and have like fish in buckets. Some of these are super rare fish. Like I don't think I've seen like Alodonychthes zenistus. I don't think I've seen that for sale anywhere. So I didn't want to go crazy and then lose stuff. Kind of same with Alatoka goslinii. Like, yeah, I wanted to buy this fish, but like I felt I didn't have the tank space to be properly taking care of it. And I redid a couple of those tanks this year, this fall with adding those 10 gallons and stuff, and those are already full. I think I'm already full. I've got like one open tank right now, so I could probably make two, but yeah, I had to make sure to slow my roll a little bit. So, but really cool fish, and really happy about that. So, excuse me, got a little bit, I have a frog in my throat a little bit. So, kind of with that, let's go ahead now and we'll go ahead and we'll play the fish game. It's 8:27, so I want to get that rolling here. It's kind of a good spot. We've got everything set up already, so we'll just pop the screen up here and talk about are they basic. Basically, the non-fish keepers view on the fish we keep. Let's go ahead and flip to the rules for anyone who's new. I'm going to show you guys a picture of the fish in chat. You guys can guess how basic they are between 1 to 10, 1 being very basic, 10 being cool. After a couple moments, I will go ahead and I'll show you kind of what she answers in it. Speaking of Chelsea, she is done with finals on Wednesday. She'll be coming home Wednesday afternoon. So my wife took the day off of work. Is going to go pick her up in East Lansing. So sounds like she did pretty well. Things went well for her first semester. Yeah, so basically all but 3 were good idiots. Yeah, there were some couple other things in there too. I mean, you brought the shrimp and stuff too. But yeah, it was she's doing well. If you want something kind of fun, they apparently at midnight during finals week, I think it's like the Sunday of finals week, they do like a midnight scream. So like at midnight you can like open your window and scream into the abyss and let out your frustrations and energy and all that stuff. So maybe we can do that at the Clash. I mean, that's a good Clash item. We can have a midnight Clash scream going on. So all right, so with that, let's go ahead and move on to the first fish here. This is the Mbuna. I don't remember which one it is anymore. These are still the Clash Fish Show. I've been beating this to death, so getting your different fish from the fish show. I'll let you guys go ahead and guess that one. So. All right, so Zen's got 7. Steven's got 5. Davo's got 3. All right, see what else wants to. And my tanks has 2. Beto's got 7. Uncle Smiley's got 6. Dee Dee's got 4. A5 has got. A5's got 4. Excuse me, can't read. Monster Fish Gal's got 8. So Zen Ginger says, considering they shut down the sing-along at 11 this year, I'm not sure how they'd feel about screaming at midnight. Well, maybe if they don't shut down the sing-along, maybe then there will be no screaming. So I think, I'm gonna. There we go. Let's do that. We're going to campaign for the midnight scream at the Clash. Now we're gonna replace the sing along with just unadulterated screaming at midnight. I think Saturday night would be the best night too. Or Friday night, 'cause you get the vendor room or the hospitality room going, get a couple adult beverages and people. And I think that the screaming would be well done. We'll put it that way. So with that, we'll go ahead here and we'll flip over the Mbuna here. So she gave that a 10. So she liked this one. I think she kind of liked the bluish color on it. I think I might have judged this fish too, and I thought it was quite nice when I judged it too. I just don't remember what it was anymore. So next up here, we have another. This is a peacock. I'm trying to remember if I judged this one or not. I might have. So nice peacock there. No, I don't think that's a hongy. There was a hongy at our local auction. It was nice. It was real nice. I almost bought it, and then just threw it in the mass of African cichlids. That's my 245-gallon tank. This is a peacock of some sort, though. So, got 8-5. Zen Ginger's got 8. Steven's got 9. Uncle Smiley's got 9. And my tanks has 6. I wonder if Chelsea is actually like trolling us and watching this. That'd be kind of funny. One of her friends watched one of my videos. I got a text late at night one night, and she's like, "Are you awake?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Those college kid texts, right? Like, hey, are you up at 10 o'clock at night, like or at midnight? Usually, texting at 11 o'clock at night is usually, your mind goes a lot of places as a parent when your college kid texts you at midnight and asks you if you're awake. There's a lot of things that go through your mind at that time. A lot of them are not good. So, but she texted me and said her friends were watching my video at midnight on a Saturday, which I was kind of shocked by. I think my freshman year in college, I was not watching YouTube videos. I was doing other things. We'll leave it at that. So, Kelly Foreman, welcome. Saw that you went to Proust. I saw your post on the Discord. Hope you had a good time. It sounds like you really liked the store, which it's definitely a cool place to go to. So if you're in Lansing, Michigan, definitely check out Proust Pets. Proust Pets. It's in Old Town Lansing. Great store. Really good store. I haven't been in a long time. I'm kind of spoiled, I guess. I haven't been to it. I think his daughter runs it now, but I've actually hung out quite a bit with the guy who owns that. Back in the day, in my saltwater days. Rick and I used to go, and a bunch of other, all of us would kind of end up at bars or whatever like that. Yeah, Zen Ginger says, don't want to know. Zen, I don't want to know that they do whatever they do. You handle your business at school. You handle what you've got going on, and I'm not gonna say a word. If they were doing that, that's fine. I'm all good. She's handling her stuff. I don't have any complaints. If you want to go do what you need to do, I have learned to, Friday, Saturday night, not look at the Life 360. Like my wife wanted to keep it for like crash detection and things like that. I've learned probably by a couple months in to not look at that anymore. I think one night I looked and it was like at like the Theta Chi, like frat house, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to see this. I'm like, I don't want to know. So Kelly said, yep, he was working bagging fish. Okay. So, yep, cool. Like I didn't know if his daughter was doing it or not. Kind of haven't really followed up a lot with him in a while. Probably should. But yeah, so let's get back to the fish here. I've been kind of running my mouth a little bit. So she gave this one a 6. So we'll go ahead back here. Let's see. In My Tank's got it. I feel that Steven might be having another WTF moment with this one too. So let's move on here to the next one, the Altum Angel. Big Altum Angel here. So see what you guys have to say about that. So Zenny's got 8. In my thanks, I figured since she gave the last one a 10, then I have to inverse my instincts. Davo's got 7. Steven says, was she drinking when rating the fish? I don't think so. She sent them like middle of the day. She sent them, well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. She sent them when I was driving to Chicago on Saturday. Um, so I think she might. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna speculate that one. I don't think she. I don't even know if she drinks, but if she did, that would be not a horrible time. So you never know. Um, so Beto's got 8. 859108 got 6. Stephen P's got 7. In My Tanks has 4. Uncle Smiley's got 8. Uh, Monster Fish Gal's got 9. Hey Bob, how's it going, buddy? That's or Chelsea. Sorry, should be correct with that. So, yep, doing well. Everything's been good. A little cold here. A little snowy. Snowier than it should be for December. This has kind of been a weird winter already. Winter for me is kind of the it's kind of like the hardest time in the fish barn because it gets cold and it's a little bit more of a battle. So Beto asked if his Alfaro survived the trip. Yep, all of them. I bought more of them too, so I've got a small army of them now. So Bob has 84. Um, so I have a small army of knife live bearers now that I'm going to, breed and invade the world with. So watch out. We're just gonna attack everything. So we'll go ahead here, give it another couple seconds. Going once, going twice, going sold. So A5 is gonna catch us later. He's gonna have to watch the replay. So thank you for hanging out for a while. We'll definitely appreciate it. So let's go ahead and flip that over here. She gave that a 7, which I don't think anyone got. Looking up here. Nope, Steven got it. So after all of the after all the WTFs and whatever, Steven gets this one. So Beto says you'll definitely invade those breed like rabbits. I have trouble with them. They eat fry though, at least the ones I've had before. So I struggled with this. This is one of the I actually looked it up the other day, and I've actually bred 42 different live bearers of different shapes, forms, whatever. And knife live bearer was one I struggled with, so I'll have to work on that. So with that, I am politely avoiding the word waiting. Yes, I might use a different word too that starts with the letter B, but we'll let that. I won't say that on stream. So, all right, next one up here. This is a fish I own actually. This is the Lamprologus ornatopenis. So welcome to the membership, Beto. Definitely appreciate it. Like I say, whenever someone joins as a member, go find my Gudea talk and check that out. It's definitely a good talk. Really, I think that's probably the best version of it that I've given to. So go find that in the members videos. Definitely worth the 45 minutes. So, and I think with that, I still have some of these left too. So I'll go ahead and we'll give some memberships as well. So go ahead and do that as well. So it looks like we've got Monster Fish Gal, CR Fish, Cheryl, Benjamin Peters, New Local Austin, and Chris from Tropical Fish Co. So hope you guys go check out the if you're lurking or you get this later and watch it, go ahead and check out what's going on out there. So go ahead and give your guesses here too. Zen's almost up to a year. Yeah, someday I need to make membership badges. So I will. So thank you, Zen, for being a member, and I do need to make little membership things. I've been I've been kind of busy this year, so I need to get on the stick and do that. There's some other stuff I got to do YouTube wise too. Kind of, I think Christmas break's going to be spending a little bit of time with some of that stuff. So, let me see. Uncle Smiley had 6 up here. I know that I kind of derailed the thing here. So, Davo's got 6, and my Tanks has 3. Smiley's got 6. Beto and Monster Fish Gal have 7. Zenny's got 5. Steven's got 6. And we'll give it a couple seconds here. I know we're getting kind of long. That was a little long-winded today. So let's go ahead here and we'll flip it. And 3 out of 10. So she did kind of didn't like that one very much. And I think this one, no, we got one more. So yeah, we got to get moving here a little bit. So next one up here, last one. I take these from video. So this is from the this is a Poecilia Ori, which is what we saw at the outset of the stream, or what we saw when we were going through the library video, library club auction. So this was in the show. So go ahead and oh, Nick got it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was kind of, my chat was kind of bungled up because I went kind of wild there. So Sonny's got 2, Steven's got 1, Davo's got 1, Just One More Fish has 1. So Smiley's got 3. So yeah, welcome Just One More Fish. Welcome Jesse. Good to see you here. In my Tanks is 5. Trying to get another thing here. Monster Fish Gal, it's got 4. I didn't say this in the beginning, but the points are kind of useless. Just we're just gonna do it for fun. So we'll give it a couple more seconds here for you guys to kind of go ahead and do your thing. If anyone else has any more guesses, we'll go ahead and do that. So I think Zen's still winning Steven's game, I believe. I was actually very surprised when I was like in the top 10. I kind of have a goal for the Stevens games. I kind of want to. My goal is to at least get 1 a night, and then go from there. So Poecilia Ori, she go ahead and gave that a 1. So all the haters on this one were right. So yeah, Jesse got it, Davo's got it, Stevens got it. So all the haters kind of did well with that. So I would laugh if she did. I do try to throw some things out in here that she'll rate low, just to kind of make it, give you guys a little bit of variety. So with that, let's flip everything back around again, and we'll put me back on the screen. And it's a Christmas miracle, but the barn cam is still working, believe it or not, for now. Hello, Renee DeQueer, welcome. So definitely a kind of a, watch me. I was watching this flip screens. Okay, so Steven says, yeah, if you play every week, you wind up in the top 10, 15. 120-ish people have at least 1 point. Okay. It kind of makes sense. I think people kind of float in and out. So I do try to play at least every week. I think there's a couple weeks where I missed. I got busy or sidetracked or whatever. So, all right. We'll we'll go out, head out to the barn. We're probably going to run over tonight, and that's fine. I think Bentley's moved his times around and everything, so we'll flip over to the fish game, or not the fish game, but the barn. Um, it's kind of snowy and slippery out, so I'm going to be might be an extra minute or so just because I don't want to fall on my face in the snow. So that we'll go ahead and flip it to the barn cam, and I will see you outside in a few moments. All right, we're back. Hopefully you have sound now. Um, so apologize for that, but hopefully you at least got to see the fish in like silent movie mode. I mean, yeah, okay. I was looking real quick to see. Yeah, you guys hear me now because I'm in the other. I'm back in the. Yeah, the screen's black for now. So yeah, I'm back inside the house now. So hopefully you guys got to at least see the fish. Apologize for the audio. I don't know what is going on with Video Ninja. So I haven't had a chance to really test and play with it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the new Apple update they did on the phones that messed it up. I don't know. I actually might have to run a test stream and see if I can get it to work. So I haven't had time the last couple of weeks to do it. So with that, I think we're good. Stay tuned next week, and I think for Christmas, I am the one before Christmas. I'm going to do some sort of giveaway. Haven't 100% decided yet, but anyway, so like looks like Scuba Stevo got a box. May or may not have been from Dee Dee. Well, I think that's probably Secret Santa related. So yeah, so definitely apologize for the barn cam. Still not working. At least you can see something. So is what it is. We'll keep plugging away at it, and with that, I think we'll go ahead and we'll call it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you're doing holiday stuff, hope you guys have a good time, and we'll see you next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and